Sergeant Saunders and I have been called back to division for debriefing. All platoon orders stand, so get them ready.
Thanks, sir.
Saunders. Sergeant.
Yes.
Come on. Move over. I'll drive.
Hey, Sarge. I hear there's a Limey Hospital in their division. Bring back a couple of nurses, will you? And no male nurses.
Ihr Hauptziel wird die Entladung entlang der Küste sein. Hier. Jeder Flugzeugkommandeur wird sein eigenes Ziel aussuchen. Flugzeug Nummer 3 wird 2 Bomben abwerfen, hier auf das Dorf Lore. Meine Herren, Ihr alternierendes Ziel ist Lore.
Combat. A Selmer production. Combat. Starring Rick Jason. And Vic Morrow. And guest stars Alex Davion and Ellen Willard.
Queen's Pawn?
Resign.
Okay, Lieutenant. You can park anywhere inside.
Do you know where we can get a decent meal and a couple of drinks around here?
The Cave right down the street.
You want to go?
A bed. Sleep in a soft bed is all I want.
The third building on your right. Ask for Sergeant Oldworth. He'll fix you up.
Thanks. And, don't wake me up unless it's absolutely necessary.
Je vais faire de la musique.
You gonna play the same thing over and over again?
Oui, c'est la même chanson. Avez-vous une cigarette? Ah.
Et voilà. Merci. Allez, viens, toi. Allez, viens, toi. Bonsoir, Monsieur Désir.
Je ne parle. Did you have anything to eat?
Pardon?
To eat.
Ah, mais certainement, monsieur, un rouge.
No, I don't want any wine.
I'm afraid you need a little help, Lieutenant.
Thanks. Before I starve to death.
Émile.
Madame?
Monsieur a faim. Pas soif.
Ah bon, je comprends.
What would you like?
What have they got?
Bread and cheese only, I'm afraid.
I'll have some of both.
Have some wine, too. Émile's really proud of it. You'll get more bread and cheese if you do.
You're the doctor.
Nurse. Aussi de vin, s'il vous plaît.
Bien, madame. Alors, pain, fromage et vin. Bien, madame.
2 glasses. Deux.
No, thanks. I'm waiting for someone. Sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks for helping, nurse.
You're welcome, Lieutenant.
Le fromage, et voici la spécialité de la maison, le rouge.
Nurse.
Vin, fromage.
What do I do now?
Pardon, mais vous
Not
oubliez la plus
approval
importante.
Wisely, I'm only a second lieutenant.
Bon appétit, madame. Non?
No, nothing for me.
If you don't, he'll take back the cheese and bread.
All right. No, don't tell me. Here's to our wives and sweethearts. May they never meet.
No, I was trying to remember one that a Swedish fellow in my platoon taught me. Minskol a la voka flikaskol.
Which means?
Here's to me. And here's to all the pretty girls.
That's very nice, isn't it? David.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Oh, how are you, David?
Fine. Just fine, thank you.
I've been waiting for you.
Qu'est-ce qu'on peut vous servir, monsieur?
Aren't you going to introduce us?
Well, we just met a few minutes ago. I don't even know the lieutenant's name.
That's odd. Every Yank I've ever heard of told a girl his name, where he came from, and how fast he was going to win the war for us all in the first 20 seconds.
Oh, David, please.
I don't speak French. And the lady was kind enough to help me order from the proprietor. Now, why don't we just let it go at that?
Tout le monde, vite, 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 tout le monde à la cave. Allez, allez!
All right, everybody off the street.
Par ici. Par ici, messieurs. De là. Voilà, voilà. Bravo. Voilà. Allez, allez, mademoiselle, allez, allez, allez. Bon, voilà, voilà. Bon, par ici, s'il vous plaît.
Vinny. Vinny.
Hey, don't worry, I'm right behind you.
David, are you just going to stand there?
Let's go.
Why?
That wine cellar's no bomb shelter. A hit up here will be just as bad down there.
What about a near miss up here? You can get hit by glass or flying debris.
And go below, both of you.
Oh, David, come on.
Come on, let's go.
Alors, vous venez, oui? Bon, bon. Faut les placer. Pardon. Pardon.
Sure, baby.
Vous êtes le garçon pour moi.
Sure, baby.
Ah, chanceux. Les animaux à la guerre n'existent pas. Allez, viens, mon beau. Viens.
They don't sound too close.
Bite your tongue. What's with your lieutenant? Doesn't he know about bombs?
Yes, he knows about them. He knows too much about bombs.
I keep forgetting the English have had this war a little longer than we have.
It's only been 5 years. But it seems as if we've always been at war.
How long have you been at this?
I went into training in 1941.
And the lieutenant?
He's been at it since the beginning, without rest.
I think he needs one. Or was he born with that chip on his shoulder?
Oh, it's a long story.
I think we may have a little time. You want to tell it?
He wasn't like this before. Before Tony was killed.
Who was Tony?
His chum. They were in the same outfit together. Tony was killed 6 months ago. A week later, David walked out on me. Haven't seen him since.
How did you meet tonight?
I ran into a chap who knows him. Asked him to tell David I was stationed at hospital here.
By the way, I'm Lieutenant Hanley.
Anne Farrell. How do you do?
How do you do?
Voilà. Un autre de fait. Merci.
Goodbye, Anne. It was nice to have met you.
Goodbye, Lieutenant. You're a good listener.
Ah, c'est sale bouche. On finit de... Viens, toi. Petite série. Bon, ça va, vous? Bon, ça va bien. Bonjour. Voyez-vous, je vous sers le vin. Le vin, moi qui vous l'offre. La France, vous l'offre.
Everything all right down there, nurse?
Everything. There were 150 injured, but I took care of them all.
Good show, nurse. Whiskey?
I'd adore one.
Sa bouche.
Say, Corporal,
Yes, sir.
you have any idea where I can get a meat and potatoes dinner around here?
Oh, sure. For a carton of cigarettes. Number 4, Rue de Berry. Right down the street from Division.
Thanks.
That, I fear, young lady, is it?
Just as well. You remember me at a third drink. I recite poetry.
Limericks, as I recall it.
You're not supposed to recall. Not those.
Voyons, Minou, pardon, madame. Pardon, mais allez donc, toi, méchant. Pardon, madame.
It is good to see you again.
Anne, you've been in this village for a while. Where can we get some more whiskey?
I don't think you can. I'm told even the Americans stop trying.
Well, then I'm sure it's impossible.
David, why are you so peevish about the Americans?
They talk big, for one thing.
And they die big.
Poetry.
I don't think you really hate the Americans at all. I think you're just bitter. You've got the taste of ashes in your mouth.
What do you expect, Dr. Freud?
Don't leave me. Not like the last time.
Did I? Yes, I did. Excuse me for that, darling.
Why did you walk out on me?
Because I didn't want to marry you.
Who said you had to?
Your voice, your eyes, your look. Every kiss, every caress, every whisper in the dark.
And what were you saying to me?
Oh, I was young and impetuous and in love, and I suspect I was saying the same things. But that was ages ago. Last winter.
Well then, darling.
It isn't the same thing. How much time do you think I have left? Now. How much now?
All you want. You're long overdue for leave. Why don't you take one? Because Tony's dead.
No. Because 105 Tonys are dead. Because I'm the only man in our original group who's still alive and in one piece.
Then why don't they let you do something else? In your line, they're either calm officers or dead ones, and nothing in between. You're drawn taut as a bow.
Don't you think I don't know it? That's why I'm here in law. I'm on my way back to London.
Dear David, why didn't you say
Because
that
it doesn't
in the first
change
place?
a thing. I'll be back taut as a bow in a month.
Is that what you came to tell me tonight?
Yes. Stop waiting. There's nothing to wait for. Not a thing in the world.
Et voilà, ça recommence. Allez, viens, toi. Messieurs, dames, s'il vous plaît. On va. Chacun, le café, chacun. S'il vous plaît.
Go on.
Not without you.
And go on.
No. David. David, what is it?
It sounded like an unexploded bomb.
A dud.
I don't know.
David, the bomb isn't your worry. You said yourself you're on leave.
That's a mere technicality. How many bomb disposal officers do you think there are in this area? Major, where did the unexploded bomb hit? In the church! Corporal, give me your flashlight.
What about the Americans? Can't they take care of the bomb?
No, there's only a division command post and an anti-aircraft unit here. Now stop worrying. There's no reason for me to defuse the bomb. There are no factories or big gun emplacements around. I'll just explode the bomb where it sits.
Can't someone else do that?
Not as neatly.
Brother, all this damage and it didn't even go off.
No. All this did was make a little hole in the roof. The rest of the damage was made by an explosion nearby. May I borrow your torch, Major? I'm a bomb disposal officer. Lieutenant David Woodman.
Sure, Lieutenant. Sorry it hit the church, Father. We're lucky it's a dud.
Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas l'anglais.
It's not a dud. It's a time bomb.
Oh, great. What can you do about it, Lieutenant?
I suggest that we clear the area and blow the bomb up ourselves.
And destroy the church?
Afraid so. Padre? Has to be done.
Je suis désolé, je ne comprends pas l'anglais.
I thought you fellas were trained to defuse these bombs.
Major, besides the time fuse, there's also an anti-disturbance fuse in this bomb. Any sharp jar or vibration could set it off. I don't think my chances would be very good. Mon père, cette bombe peut détonner à tout instant. Je peux essayer de la désamorcer, mais je ne pense pas avoir beaucoup de chance. La chose la plus sensée serait la faire exploser, mais cela veut dire la destruction de votre église.
nous pourrons toujours construire une autre église. Une vie humaine est plus sacrée que toutes les églises du monde.
Merci, mon père. Vous feriez mieux de sortir tout ce que vous pouvez maintenant.
Mais certainement. Et merci. What did he say?
He said that one life is worth more than this building. And since that life might be mine, I'm inclined to agree.
So do I. What do you need?
First, I want this area cleared for 500 yards. And I want all traffic going through the area stopped. All traffic, Major.
Right, Corporal?
You bet, sir. Right away.
I want 2 blocks of TNT, 2 feet of safety fuse, and some friction tape. And the sooner the better, Major.
It's on the way.
Can you move?
You can get this telegraph pole off me.
What are you doing here?
I was in the street when the second raid hit. This looked like as good a place as any.
Move your legs.
It's the left one. I think it's broken. What have you got in mind, Lieutenant?
I'm a bomb disposal officer.
Then why don't you get a crane and get this thing off me?
See that?
I guess I'm luckier than I think.
Not so lucky. It's a time bomb.
Then let's get going.
It's also got an anti-disturbance fuse in it. So I can't bring a crane in here to lift this beam or take a chance of the cross beams falling. And I can't bring 10 men in here to shore everything up while the time fuse sets the bomb off. And I can't explode the bomb because...
Just what can you do, Lieutenant?
Laissez-moi passer, non! Salaud! Laissez-moi, mais faites quelque chose!
No trucks, no jeeps, nothing past this point. Got it?
Yeah. Is he at the bomb now, the limey?
No, he's at the cafe. I just loaded his tools there for him.
Boy, I wouldn't want his job.
Hey! I don't want anyone in here, didn't they tell you?
Let me help you, David. I can take care of the American. I'm a nurse. Please,
There's
David.
nothing you can do to help except clear out of here. Take her out, please, Major.
No, David.
Now! It's a time bomb, remember?
Let's go, miss.
Be so careful, David.
That's the name of the game, isn't it?
You got everything you need?
You got the morphine syringe from the doctors?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Luck's got nothing to do with it, Major.
Okay.
Yeah. A little morphine will help.
Put me to sleep, huh? No thanks.
Don't be foolish. Are you crazy?
Look, mister, you're gonna need all the help you can get right now, morally and any other way it comes. And I'm no good to you asleep.
What the devil help are you awake?
Well, calling me names ought to help you relax.
You're all cocky, aren't you?
That's one. See how good it feels? Look, Lieutenant, let's face all the facts we can, huh?
Facts? Such as?
The bomb. You can't handle it. You're pooped out, wrung dry, tied in 1,000 knots inside and out.
Who told you that? Anne?
She didn't have to. I can see it. You walk, talk, and think like a man who's 1 inch away from exploding himself. Now, why don't you play it safe, Lieutenant? Play it smart. Send for somebody who's in better shape.
From where? London? That bomb's not going to wait to go off, you know. Now, just keep quiet, Lieutenant. And let me get to work.
A rough one, huh?
I said keep quiet.
I would if I thought it would help.
I don't need any help.
I was talking about me. I'm scared stiff. You know, sometimes it helps to keep gabbing.
Sometimes. Do you know anything about German bombs? How they work?
No. But this seems like a good time to learn.
Well, for one thing, the two fuses, the gadgets in these two side pockets, are armed electrically.
Armed to go off on impact?
Yes. If the bomb is designed to go off on impact in the first place, sometimes they aren't.
Why not?
Many reasons. The Germans call it Schrecklichkeit. Means frightfulness. Time bombs make people jumpy. Either they have to stay cooped up in the shelter until the bomb goes off. That could be days. Or they go back to work, knowing that the bomb could go off any hour, any minute. Any second.
About the fuses. You said they're armed electrically.
Yes. When the bomb falls away from the plane, the heads of the fuses come into contact with charged wires. From then on, Bertha here is in business.
Say, what's going on? Why are you evacuating the place?
There's a time bomb in the church. Some British bomb disposal officer is going to try and take it apart before it goes. You'll have to move on, Sarge.
Don't worry. Say, where's that place that second lieutenant went to?
No, the cave. That's right down the street. You can't miss it.
Cave, huh?
This is the anti-disturbance fuse. It stops you from picking up the bomb and carting it away somewhere in the open to explode it.
Does the fuse work? I said, how does the fuse work?
There's a sensitive coiled spring inserted within, but not quite touching. A larger, equally sensitive coiled spring. When they vibrate enough to touch one another, a sudden movement to the bomb, an explosion nearby, even the rumble of a passing truck. Contact is made. The bomb goes off.
Oh, nice. What kept it from going off when it smashed into here?
There's a gadget in the fuse. A resistor. It stops the electrical charge from going through to the coiled springs until long after the bomb has come to rest.
Happy days.
This is the time fuse. Under that is the withdrawal fuse.
A third fuse?
A third fuse. Remove the time fuse above, and you set off the anti-withdrawal fuse below. And the bomb.
The insurance fuse.
Yes. Except that we have a special tool to take out both the time fuse and the anti-withdrawal fuse together.
Did you bring one with you?
Yes.
Have you ever used it?
In school. On a dummy bomb.
How'd you score?
Flying colors. 100%. There's a paper-thin space between the bomb pocket and the two fuses. The idea is to slip the cylinder into the space tighten down. Tightly. And then slowly, ever so carefully, bring out both the fuses together.
Well, I guess we might as well give it a whirl, huh?
Suppose we might.
Lieutenant, my leg's kicking up. I could use a cigarette.
Think I'm a coward, don't you?
No. I think you think that people will call you a coward if you walk out of here.
You'd be right.
Why? I don't call an infantryman a coward because he stops charging when his gun is shot out of his hands.
It's different.
No. He needs a gun for his kind of war. You need steady nerves for yours.
What are you trying to do? Talk me into walking out of here?
Makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you've got to make up your mind either to go that way out the door or that way. You'll admit it beats just standing around. You've got to make up your mind, one way or the other.
Avez-vous peur?
Peur? Oui, sans doute. Comme tout le monde, j'ai peur. Mais comme tout le monde aussi, on s'y habitue. Et le plus triste, c'est qu'à compter d'aujourd'hui, on n'a même plus d'église pour dire la messe.
Can a bomb hit nearby set this one off?
Yes. Unless the anti-disturbance fuse is out.
Well, what's it going to be, Lieutenant?
the only saloon in town?
Just about.
I came up here with my platoon leader. Sure like to find him before this whole town gets bombed out.
Lieutenant. Say, how about lighting that cigarette for me now? You know, you still have a time fuse to get out of that bomb. What do you say we get with it? What's the matter with you? You think bomb disposal people are the only ones who get killed in this war?
Be a funny thing, wouldn't it, Lieutenant? If you ended up by saving my life?
Not me, Lieutenant. I just talked about it.
Lieutenant, how could I ever begin to
A crane would be handy, Lieutenant. I'm getting a crick in my neck.
Right away. Father, what are you doing here?
Je ne comprends pas.
Vous n'auriez pas dû rester ici.
Et où aurais-je pu aller?
David!
It's all right.
David!
It's all over. You don't have to worry anymore. You better look after the lieutenant. I'll go and see if I can get a doctor.
All right.
Anne?
Yes?
L'anglais est très courageux.
Oui, je sais.
Je les ai entendus parler. Je n'ai pas compris, mais je sais que l'anglais a encouragé l'américain pendant toute cette épreuve.
What did he say?
He said he didn't understand what you were saying. But David talked to you all the time and kept your spirits up.
That's right, he saved my life. Nurse, I think I could use a shot of morphine now.
Of course.
How's he doing, nurse?
I'm going to get him some morphine.
Doctor's on his way.
Hi, Lieutenant. I didn't know it was you pinned in here. I've been all over town looking for you. You hurt bad?
I'm all right. You get any sleep, Saunders?
Are you kidding? I get more rest up at the front.
Bring a crane in from the engineers. Won't be long now, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Major. You might as well take off now, Saunders.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that, Lieutenant. I'm going to stay right here till the medics come. Kind of keep an eye on things. What you better do is try to get some rest, you know. Try to get some rest and sleep. That's what you need, Lieutenant. Some sleep. Beautiful, beautiful sleep. Try to get some...
Looks like we got them all. No, I saw some of them laying it that way right after the fight started.
Well, if they're laying for us in the village, how are we going to set up an OP?
Depends on how many there are.
Hey, Sarge.
Hey, hold it, it's me!
Kirby. I thought he was still in the hospital.
I don't just stand there. Come on, let's get on with the war. Kirby's back and you got him.
Hey, I thought you had $1 million one there, Kirby.
Well, I did too, but they told me down Battalion 8 I'm a victim of inflation. Hey, Sarge, got a replacement here for you. His name's Cal.
Hi. Hi, we can use you. This is Doc, Sawyer, Gage, Little John, and Fleming.
Well. What do you know?
Fleming?
You two know each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started the war together in the same company, Omaha Beach.
Cal Brown, way to set up an observation post at Belledoux. It's about a mile from Anna Village. The Krauts could be there. Okay? Let's go.
Kirby? Where'd you pick him up?
Platoon headquarters. He just got back from a couple of weeks rest and rehab. He said it was with the C Company up north of here, and they had it pretty rough. Got clobbered 3 days straight in a row.
But Cal was lucky, huh?
You better believe it. He was the only guy left in this squad.
Well, that's twice.
What do you mean, twice?
First time was Omaha Beach. He was the only one left alive out of his squad there, too.
Move up.
Combat. starring Vic Morrow. And Rick Jason. Guest star, John Cassavetes.
Girl, how many Purple Hearts you got? I mean, you've been pretty lucky to get through all this without having to...
Why don't you take a walk off a high cliff?
Oh, I didn't mean to ruffle you. I just wanted to know.
Fleming, you looking for trouble?
No trouble, Sarge. This guy Cal's he's a cop-out. He spent more time on rest and rehabilitation than he has on the line. Ran out on his squad at Omaha. Hid behind some rocks when the whole bunch were as good as wiped out.
You see him run out of the squad?
Well, not personally, but I...
You know anybody who did? Anybody you could believe? Now, you give it to me straight.
Well, look, Sarge, everybody was saying it.
Everybody saying what? Scuttlebutt?
Yeah, but look...
Now, look, Fleming, you get this straight. I don't care about scuttlebutt. I don't like anyone trying to lasso my squad just because he doesn't like someone. From now on, you see anything with your own eyes, you got the facts. You come to see me or else you shut up. You understand? I said you understand.
Yeah.
Sawyer, get to the riverbank, keep him busy. Cage, Little John, Fleming, you're on me, we'll take the cave, let's go.
Now, where the devil were you?
Couldn't move.
Well, look, I moved, didn't I? I made it here.
What happened?
He just stayed there. Sawyer's catching everything, and he just stayed over there.
You let him die.
I didn't let anybody die. I was pinned down.
And I don't know what you're getting at. What gives here anyway? What's he accusing me of? I was pinned down.
Kirby, you tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know, Sarge. Look, everything was so messed up and everything was flying. If I'd been over there where he was, I don't know. I might not have been able to do any more.
All right, someone get one of his tags.
Come on.
I'll do it. Moving out to the village. Let's go. Use that church as an OP. Stay spread out. There might be some trouble here.
Calm. I said spread out.
Take cover, head for the church! Let it move!
John, chase those crowds out of the village! Gage, give him a hand.
Right.
Check out this church.
Hey, Sarge, where's Calb?
We'll look for him later. We get the second floor.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey, Sarge.
Second floor is clean.
Calb's outside his room.
What do you get a Doc?
In the leg.
Let's get him in the church. You can fix him up in there. Fleming, give him a hand. I said give him a hand. How you doing?
Sure, my David being a big help.
He'll be all right. Doc, give him a shot, then we'll get him back to the aid station. How's that second floor for an OP?
Yeah, it's open on 3 sides.
I better call in. Jackmate, King 2, this is Wyrook, over.
King 2, over.
Objective taken. Since last report, engaged 2 enemy squads, killed 6, the others headed for the east. Our own casualties, 1 killed in action, 1 wounded in action. We'll evacuate wounded to your position, over.
Establish OP and stand by. Over.
Roger, out.
No more crowds, Sarge.
What happened?
Yeah, the vehicle took off going east.
We're on standby. Little John, you take the second floor, keep a close watch. Gage, outside. All right. Kirby, let's man these windows just in case. You take that one. Fleming, take this window.
You'll feel better when it starts to take hold.
What's wrong? It's a bad wound, huh?
No, it's just a flesh wound.
Check this window, huh?
Sergeant.
What's the matter?
Look, I don't want to start anything, but he's got powder burns on his pant leg where that bullet went through.
You mean he could have done it himself?
Well, I don't know.
Doc, was it much of a wound? Did it hit any bone?
No bone, no muscle. It's just a flesh wound.
Typical SIW.
Yeah. Well, it bled quite a bit, but there's no permanent damage.
Sarge. Want me to roll up my pants leg?
No, it's okay.
I don't get it. What are you looking at?
How'd you get these powder burns?
Powder burns?
Yeah.
You think I shot myself? You think I pulled the trigger on myself? That's what you're saying? Shot myself just to get out of here?
You wait a minute, I didn't say that. Just ask you how you got the powder burns on your pants, that's all.
I had a fight with this Kraut. He was a big guy. Had one of those, pair of those steel-rimmed glasses, you know. Kraut glasses. It was hand to hand. Yeah. I couldn't even shove him far enough away to shoot. I tried to raise my weapon, but I don't remember what happened exactly. Anyway, it went off.
Well, where did this happen?
In front of the church. Yeah.
There is a dead Kraut out there.
Yeah, but he ain't got no specs on.
Well, you couldn't see him from here anyway. He's facing the other way.
Hey, Fleming, forget it.
Look, Sarge, I was only gonna
You
see
look. When you're on MP duty, you let me know about it.
Hey, look, these scratches. Look at that, huh? That's how close we were fighting. Lousy Kraut. Darn it, dug my face off with his fingernails.
Sarge, I've been scratched like that in hand-to-hand. You know that.
Tell me something, Calb. How'd you shoot that German if you couldn't raise your rifle? That's what you said, wasn't it?
I used my bayonet.
Your bayonet was in your scabbard. Or wasn't it?
Sure it was, but I managed to get one arm free, and I reached back and I pulled it out like that.
And that German, he just stood there facing you and let you do it.
I don't know.
He had to see you pull that bayonet.
All right, Fleming, lay off. Anything could happen in a hand-to-hand fight. We all know that.
You can't, Sarge. You've been in enough of them.
What are you trying to do, Fleming? What goes here, Sarge? What's he trying to do to me?
Just forget about it.
Sarge, what are you going to do? Help cover up for this coward?
I'm not trying to cover up for anybody. Now, you look, Fleming, I told you before, and I told you again, unless you see it with your own eyes, unless you got the facts, you keep your mouth shut. All right, Doc, let's fix up the scratches. Let's get him back to the aid station now.
Look at that. It's clean, isn't it? Clean! Just as clean as the day it was issued. Where's the blood, Calb? Why didn't that German bleed? Or did you just stop and take time to clean it nice and neat? And maybe even oil it? After you killed the German.
No. I remember now. Listen, Sarge, it wasn't my bayonet. It was his. The Kraut's. Yeah. I remember now. You see, we were struggling. And I reached behind him to his scabbard. And I pulled out his bayonet and I stuck him with it. So help me. You gotta believe me. You know, I got mixed up before. I'm telling you the truth now.
Yeah, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You're a lousy, rotten liar, Cobb. And everybody here knows it. You killed 3 of my buddies at Omaha Beach. And today you killed Sawyer, one of the nicest guys that ever lived. You are a rotten, lousy coward. Trying to sit it out back of the lines with a self-inflicted wound.
Fleming, you get back to your window.
I say get back to your window!
Doc, let's get him out of here. I'll get you packed. Hey, Doc. You stay close to the buildings. You ought to be clear all the way to the platoon.
Hey, Fleming went out.
Take it easy. What's he doing now? What's he doing now?
He's bringing in that Kraut, the one you said you killed.
Fleming! Leave him there!
What?
I said leave him there. Get in here.
I told you not to go out there, Fleming. You're on report.
All right, so I'm on report. But at least now we know the truth about the make-believe German with the make-believe steel-rimmed glasses on, who was killed with his make-believe bayonet. Now you get this, Cobb. That German wasn't stabbed, he was shot. He hasn't got any steel-rimmed glasses on. And he hasn't got a fight scratch on his face.
don't believe me, you just take a look out that window. He's right there in front. This time I got the facts.
I didn't say it was that particular crowd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the crowd in front of the church. Well, there ain't no other crowd in front of the church.
Well, I don't care if you believe me or not, because I'm telling the truth.
Doc. His leg's bleeding again.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Carl, we believe you. We believe you're telling the truth. Just like the court-martial's gonna believe you. Sarge, I think I made my point.
Fix him up and get him out of here.
I got a couple of kids and I care about them. And all they need for their old man to come home with some lousy, dishonorable discharge and everybody be pointing to him on the street every place they go. All because of some lies. It's crazy, you know? It's stupid. You gotta believe me.
I'll make you this promise. I'm going to give this town a good going over. And I'll try to find that crowd you said you killed.
I said I killed. I killed him!
I'm going to try to find that crowd.
What if you don't? What if he managed to crawl away before he actually died? What if he got back to his own lines? I don't see how he possibly could, but what if he did?
You get ready to move out. Caribbean Cage will take you as far as the river. From there, you can make it on your own.
You want to know what you can do? I'll tell you. You can drop dead. All of you. Come on, Scoop.
White Rook, this is Checkmate King 2, over. White Rook, this is King 2, over. White Rook, this is King 2, over.
This is White Rook, over.
This is King 2, change in orders. Battalion will execute Plan Zebulon. Your OP not required. Withdraw to my position immediately, over.
Wait, one. This is White Rook. Request permission to delay return for 1 hour. Over.
For what purpose, White Rook? Over.
Perform special recon patrol. Over.
Reach granted. Out.
Battalion doesn't need the OP here. Doc, you take him right back. We're gonna look for that crowd. Cage. You and Kirby take him as far as the river. All right.
Get the windows, quick!
I don't know. That OP has a blind spot.
There doesn't seem to be any of them down this way.
There doesn't seem to be anybody. Maybe we could make it. It's not good. Direct line of fire from the snipers up there. The snipers out there and two Schmeiser are behind the rubble around the corner.
Yeah, they're tugging pretty close.
You're not ready. Checkmate. King 2, this is White Rook, over. King 2, this is White Rook, over. King 2, this is White Rook, over. Or maybe he got busted when they hit the ground out there.
Hey, Sarge! What about this alley here?
How good is he dead end? The only way out is down on Main Street and we're sitting ducks below Schmeisers.
We could get up on the roof, we'd be off and running before they knew what was happening.
Plumman, keep looking out that window. Kirby, keep your eye on that alley. We may have to hold up here till dark.
But, Sarge, we better get out of here while we can. If they call for reinforcements, we won't have a chance.
Don't you get it, Little John? We got a wounded man here. He couldn't make it over the rooftops. So we just gotta sit here. Like sitting ducks. All because of a coward who tried to get himself a free pass out of the fighting. You still hold our fire, Sarge?
Yeah, just fire to keep him pinned down around while the last till it gets dark. Don't try to pull out of here.
Hey, Sarge.
Still no crowds down this way.
Those lousy schmeisers, they really got us pinned down.
Hey, Sarge. Maybe I can whip myself across the street with a couple of grenades while you guys give me cover.
Forget it. Suicide.
Well, suicide if we stay here also.
What do you get for a self-inflicted wound charge?
I don't know.
I mean, they send you to prison, you get a dishonorable discharge, what?
I don't know.
What difference does it make? Since they don't give you any medals. But if I got a not guilty, I'd have a black eye last me the rest of my life, right?
Look, you want some advice? Just don't talk about it.
It's just over. They're trying to get out the back. Go on. Come on, check them out.
Sorry, Doc.
Shut up. Sergeant Pratt, you could have killed yourself.
They try to crawl to the corner and get the guy with the schmeiser.
What do you think's going to believe that? You're pulling another cop out and you know it.
Just take it easy, Fleming.
Then tell him to shut up and save it for the chaplain. We could have all been killed trying to save your stinking hide. When I get through testifying at your court-martial, brother, you're going to wish you...
Hey, Fleming!
Take a look over there.
Killed with his own bayonet.
Like Caleb said. Crawled away to die.
we got him, Sarge. It's all clear.
Hey, where'd you get that? Hey, I followed a few blocks down the street. I figured we won it. It runs! Hey, Little John, give Doc a hand. Get him in the truck, huh?
Like you said, believe only what you see with your own eyes.
That's right. And even then, you have to look twice.
Yeah.
Let's go.